Hammers up, everyone. Towelliee here. Today we're going to keep tackling the artifact power subject, and the main question that I'm going to answer today is how and where, Towelliee, do I get all of this artifact power? As we'll call in this video just AP. Artifact power is basically, what this expansion is almost centered around, in a sense, because you need artifact power, obviously, to feed your artifact weapon here. All of these little traits and major traits cost artifact power. The more artifact power you put into your weapon, the more powerful you become. First, let me go repair, because I'm red. I know I had to do some sort of res sickness kind of thing there. So let's start with the easy stuff, questing. When you start questing in the Broken Isles in Legion, every zone has little mini stories that you have to go through. And, after you're done completing, let's say, the Vrykul story, bro. Each one of these are complete the Stormheim storylines listed below. After you complete each one of these storylines, you get artifact power. Usually it's like 100. I'm not even sure if those scale with artifact knowledge, but I do know that questing and finishing all the storylines in each zone will get you a good amount of artifact power while you're leveling, which is very key. Let's go to the simple stuff. Killing any mob or rare in the Broken Isles has a chance to maybe drop some artifact power. It's a possibility. It's not 100%, okay? Those storylines, that's 100%. If you find a good farming spot, I've seen people going around the Broken Isles, like right here where I am. There's a bunch of Murlocs on this island here in Azuna, the Drowned Gardens. And over here, you can just farm all of these Murlocs. And you have, I got a lot of artifact power. Maybe they nerfed it. Blizzard's doing a really good job of not allowing people to like centralize themselves in a spot where they can just farm for hours and collect unlimited amounts of artifact power. So we've covered storylines. We've covered just killing mobs, rares in the game, elites, anything in the Broken Isles can drop artifact power. What I'm not sure about is like the neutral enemies. I think they can too. So there's a rare right there. I've already killed it before, so I might have gotten some artifact power from good old Daggerbeak. Damn that Daggerbeak. In the process of leveling. And let's continue on more ways to get artifact power. Once again, this video might be a little confusing because there is so many ways to do it. If I miss any, you guys can chime in the comments and just, throw at me methods that I might have missed. Now, dungeon queuing. Now, because my artifact knowledge is accelerated right now, the number that's showing in these dungeon finders are not really representative of what you'll have when you first hit 110, but eventually it might be if you keep consuming artifact knowledge, which I explained in a previous video. Now, Adventurer's Resounding Glory. This right here, when you do a random dungeon for the day, heroic and normal, you get artifact power. After you're done with the dungeon, you can do it again. You can queue for another random, but it will give you less artifact power. So first you'll get like that big chunk for doing like your first heroic, normal mode dungeon daily of the day, and then after you're done, you'll get another. You'll come back here. You'll see. Oh, I just got my Adventurer's Resounding Glory. Now I can do it again, but it'll be a lot less than the initial big chunk. So right now, for instance, I'm going to get 4,800 artifact power from completing this heroic dungeon. After I'm done with that dungeon and I re-queue, I'll get a little less. But so far, there you have it. We have dungeons, normal and heroic dungeon queuing. Now, while you're in those dungeons, bosses, the trash mobs, especially bosses have a good chance to drop artifact power. There's chests in some of the dungeons. You have to look for them. You'll see them on your map. They will also give you artifact power. Mythic dungeons now. Mythic dungeons will also, you will get artifact power in there. It seemed like when I did Mythic dungeons, I would get an artifact power item from each boss, it seems. So I'm not sure if that's 100%, but definitely doing your Mythic, not Mythic plus dungeons, Mythic dungeons. So your Mythic dungeons have a weekly lockout. Once you go in there and you kill all the bosses and get your loot, you get your artifact power. Now, what I don't really know is if you do the Mythic, because it's personal loot. So if you do the Mythic dungeon again and you keep doing Mythic dungeons to help other people, could you possibly still get artifact power from boss drops? I don't know. If that were the case, people would probably farm the shit out of Mythic dungeons. That's probably not the case, but that's another way. So far we've covered all this. We got normal, heroic, Mythic. Now, Mythic plus dungeons, they also give you a decent chunk of artifact power. And in the chest you get at the end of the dungeon, I'm pretty sure you get a big artifact power boost from there as well. This is speaking from experience. Now let's head over to our class order hall. So in your class order hall, while you're leveling, you'll have your class order hall campaign. And some of those quests will also give you artifact power. Basically, always go back to your class order hall in case there's a quest that gives you artifact power. I know one of the first quests, once you like establish your class order hall, it's called, you get something called Glory of the Something. That also gives you artifact power. Whew, there's a lot of ways to get it, huh, boys? All right. Then you have your daily artifact knowledge. Yay! Whee! Let me. And more. Sweet. All right. Take a little side trip there. So in your class order hall, you have your class mission, class order hall mission table, mission wall, mission board. Now, you might have some artifact power here as well, and you get a lot. Once your artifact knowledge gets really high, some of this here becomes really essential. So because you only have, like, 5 followers at any given time to put on a mission, at the beginning of the expansion, I would strongly suggest putting your followers on any mission that would give you artifact power. That'll also give you a lot more. So right now, you see I have these dried world tree seeds quest, 770. I could just... And now here's the cool part about class order hall missions. Let's put all these people in here. Hopefully this works out. Yeah, that's nice. Now you see, after I put in all of my followers, obviously I don't have the right people in here, but I have a 110% chance to get, my artifact power. So that means I'm definitely getting this no matter what. But now you get a bonus roll of 10% to get more artifact power. So you also have to min-max your followers to make sure that they can actually be able to complete and get the main mission with the main artifact power, and then this little bonus roll here for the secondary artifact power. So class order hall missions, class order hall quests, class order hall campaign, which you will have to complete to get unlock skins and open up your third relic. That might be another video. Raid Finder. That will drop you artifact power as well. I'm not sure if you get like a bonus for completing a Raid Finder of artifact power. I believe you do. I don't remember from doing it, but that's another method of doing it. Raiding, normal, heroic, mythic. You will get artifact power from that as well. And then my favorite source of gaining artifact power, my friends out there, world questing. World quests. Artifact power is everywhere. So once you hit 110 and you are friendly with all of the reputations in the Broken Isle, so I'm talking about the Ferrandis, the Nightfallen, the Dreamweavers, the High Mountain Torrent, and the Valajar. Once you're friendly with all of them, you will finish this quest with Khadgar that unlocks world quests. And now, we've discussed world quests in a previous video. That's easy. So as you hover over each world quest, some of them give you gear, some of them give you even relics, but a lot of them give you artifact power. Now there is an add-on that you can use, I forgot the name of it, I think it's just called World Quest Tracker, that you can just pick the artifact powers from world quest. Now for me, like at the reset day of every week, I mean, my goal is basically do all my mythic dungeons and then do all my world quests. That's like a Tuesday for me, but every day world quests should be your priority, because these are like your dailies, except that they're always changing. As you can see, some of these have 14 hours left, 2 hours left. So let's look at Azuna really quick. So Azuna, here we go. There's one elite that we have to kill, 4,200 artifact power. Here's another quest, 2575. Here's another quest over here, 2575, 1800. So your goal every day is to, if you want to max out your weapon and, unlock the potential of your artifact weapon, is to do every single world quest that has artifact power first. That's what I'm shooting for, and that's what everyone should as well. And obviously, all of these artifact power world quests will scale, burpee, with your artifact knowledge. So the reason why my number is so higher than what you may be looking at if you're on the beta is because I currently have artifact, I currently have artifact knowledge level 11, which grants me 1,100% more artifact power, and obviously that scales with the world quest. I believe it does not scale with story quests though, but it does scale with other things like the normal mode dungeons, the heroics, and all the other stuff you get there. Now, here's one that I didn't even know until the latest beta builds. So once you hit 110, you're going to have to get, once again, friendly with all the reputations, including Suramar. Now, Suramar has a pretty lengthy storyline and a lot of different storylines all over Suramar, so definitely research that. Literally, I think almost every quest that I had to go through in Suramar gave me artifact power. So once you're done with all your world quests and you're done with your weekly mythics, start hitting up Suramar, unlock all the different quests and stories that are there. The Nightfallen quest line is really, really cool with the Nightborn. I really liked it a lot. And so Suramar has to be a priority of yours. You also have to do Suramar to unlock 2 mythic-only dungeons, Archway and Court of Stars, which will also give you artifact power. Whew. All right, now PvP, I have no idea. This is where you guys might have to chime in here in the comments. When it comes to PvP, my friends, I don't know. I know for a fact that where is my honor talents for PvP? That as you level up to different ranks of PvP, some of these little bonuses and rewards at the end of every level, some of them give you artifact power. But from what I remember, rated battlegrounds, arenas, BGs, skirmishes, is that it? I think that's pretty much it. There's world quests for PvP. Let's see if I can find one that actually gives you artifact power. I don't think there are today any. Let me see. Oh, there's one. Yeah, this is like the Dark Brule Arena. It's a free-for-all arena. You go in there, you kill each other, and at the end you get 3,000 artifact power. But that's World Quest PvP. Where else have I missed? I'm trying to think of like any other ways. But these are all the methods to get artifact power. And that's what is going to make Legion so great and have so much replayability, is that the World Quests scale with your character and your item level. Even the gear that you get out there. So it's going to be really awesome just to see people just like ravenously going after artifact power, because it's essentially needed to make you a more powerful player in the game. I'm doing a mental check right now, so let's see. Story quest lines, mobs, rares, normal, heroic, mythic, mythic plus dungeons, LFR, normal, heroic, mythic. I'm at 11, right? 11, yes. PvP. Well, this one could be arenas, skirmishes, rated battlegrounds, 15. Suramar, class order hall. I probably just forgot some other stuff I mentioned myself, but I think that's it. I'm really. Oh wait, actually, I think the weekly box, if I'm not mistaken. Where is it? This weekly box right here, I believe, also gives you artifact power. Once you get like your weekly mythic plus loot from doing mythic dungeons the entire week, I believe that also gives you artifact power as well. Oh, the class order hall mission boards. It's almost like 18, 19 different ways to accumulate artifact power in Legion. Let me look at my map. I want to make sure that you guys get like the correct information here, because it's one of the biggest questions I get, and people sometimes only think that World Quest is the only way to get your artifact power, and it's just not true. There's so many different ways you can go. I mean, you can take all of this that I've told you and then kind of like map out your own road every day. You know, and once again, like my road map every day is going to be like, wake up, start the stream, log in, and if it's like a Tuesday, like a reset day, I'll put my groups together, do my regular mythic dungeons for all the dungeons in Legion, get all that artifact power, do all my world quests, my heroic dungeon daily, my normal dungeon daily, then start doing mythic plus dungeons, obviously for better gear. And I think that's it, guys. I can't really think of any other way to accumulate artifact power in the world. But I guess the best way I can say it in one sentence is, if you want to get artifact power in Legion, kill everything, smoke every mofo in the Broken Isles, and one way or another, my friends, you will get that AP. This has been Towelliee. Come watch me on twitch.tv/Towelliee. We are doing a huge, huge Legion launch party. I'm going to start actually leveling on EU with my EU gits and wankers and blokes and all that. Aussie. That's Australia. Aussie. God damn me. But I'll be leveling on the EU client, on the EU servers, on Draenor Horde, on my Blood Elf Demon Hunter. That will be the player that I start leveling on EU, and once again, we're going to be playing until the US servers open up, and then once the US servers open up, I'll be switching over to Towelliee and getting my main character finally into Legion. And we're going to have a huge launch party. And by launch party, I mean probably waiting in queues and just like staring at login screens and blue bars and phasing and all kinds of stuff that could possibly go wrong. And along with that, we have in the month of September, pretty much, I think, like $5,000 worth of prizes. I'm talking, Razer, HyperX, my own wallet has thrown in just tons and tons of prizes. I think we have over like 120 prizes overall to give to you guys through the Curse client. So you have to be on curse.com/Towelliee. You got to be authenticated and all that good jazz to be in any of those giveaways. And it's gonna be pretty awesome. I like throwing parties for launches, and especially expansions. I did this for Draenor. It was pretty amazing. We're gonna be giving out copies of the game. We're gonna be giving out like virtual BlizzCon tickets for the virtual ticket. We're gonna be giving away video cards. We have Nagas. We have HyperX headsets. We have mouse pads, keyboards. Everything, man. We got everything for the Legion launch, and I want to invite all of you out there in YouTube land to join me, have some fun, and just enjoy this new expansion, man. I mean, after the Karazhan announcement, I mean, I'm convinced it's probably one of the best expansions since Wrath of the Lich King. I was a huge fan of MOP, regardless of what anybody says, and since they're following that MOP patch cycle, it makes me really happy. And I like just all the replayability, and I do believe that Blizzard's going to sustain subscribers this time around. People are excited. Everyone's positive. If you look on the forums, Reddit, even like, the bottom of the cesspool of the internet, people are really anxious to play Legion. So, hammers up, boys. See you on the stream, and like and thumbs up the video, share, favorite, and tell other people about this video, because, I mean, the one thing that Blizzard is not really doing too well is educating people on all this artifact power stuff. So I'm hoping that myself and all the other YouTubers out there we can all just pool our knowledge together in a barrage of videos before Legion comes out and let you guys know what to do. Peace. I don't know where the stop recording button is now. And my stream... Okay, there it is. Got it. Bye.